You may be seated. Now, I would just like to introduce our platform party here today. Starting from my left, we have Dr. Amanda McCloat, Head of ATU St. Angela's Campus, Una Parsons, Head of College Sligo and Head of the Faculty of Engineering and Design, Dr. Orla Flynn, President of the ATU, Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Registrar, Dr. Michelle Glacken, Registrar and Vice President of Students, Teaching and Learning, Dr. Sean Duffy, Vice President for Integration. And we are also joined on stage by John Kelleher, Head of Department of Computing and Electronic Engineering, from my left here moving forward. Emmett O'Doherty, just checking they're all in the right seats. Emmett O'Doherty, Head of Yeats Academy of Art, Design and Architecture. Dr. Fiona Crowe, Head of Education. Dr. Edel McSharry, Head of Nursing, Health and Disability Studies. My colleagues, Assistant Registrars. Apologies. I will now hand you over to Declan Carell, my colleague and other Assistant Registrar, who's going to assist with emceeing today. Thank you.
Irim Una Parsons, Cian Coláiste chun a Saurnas Brontanas Oscailt. I call upon Una Parsons, Head of College Sligo, to open the conferring ceremony.
Raibh Céimi, a guna úsla, tá fáilte romh go dtí an ócáid spéisialta seo, fáilte go ollscoil technoleachta on Atlantic. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates, and soon-to-be graduates, it is a pleasure and honour for me, on behalf of the governing body and the university staff, to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. My name is Una Parsons. I'm the Head of College of ATU Sligo and also the Head of Faculty of Engineering and Design. I congratulate each and every one of you on reaching this important milestone in your career. I want to welcome you, your friends and your families, both here present in the arena and online to this graduation ceremony of the Sligo College. I know many of you came from far and wide, and some of you are on our campus for the first time, as many of you study online with us. Due to the increased scale of the university, May and November are now our graduation months. We started in May this year with a combined cross-ATU conferring that represented all campuses. It was hosted in Galway, and 450 students graduated. We continued in Donegal last week, and this week are here in Sligo. Over the next few weeks, we will have ceremonies for graduates from our Mayo, Connemara and Galway campuses. In total, just over 5,000 graduates will be conferred from our 9 campuses this year. And for the first time, we will have ATU St. Angela's students graduating. I can remember when I was an undergraduate student, I first heard the term, "The world is your oyster." And I've loved it ever since. It has guided me along my career journey over the years. So where did this phrase come from? It was created by William Shakespeare and first published in his play, The Merry Wives of Windsor, in 1602. It means you can do anything you wish for, and you can go anywhere you want in your life because you have the ability to do so. And this phrase is never truer than the day you graduate from college. And it is so appropriate as you graduate from ATU Sligo, as Sligo translates in Irish to Sligoch, meaning abounding in shells. So your oyster journey starts in this county of shells. You have spent years preparing for this day. No doubt there was a lot of stress, tears and sacrifices you've had to make to get to this point. And now you're faced with the choice of which road you're going to take next. But the world is full of opportunities. You just have to take it. You can determine your own success. And how does success look for you? What does your pearl look like? Is it finding your dream job? Is it getting a promotion? Is it making a lot of money so you can travel and see the world? Or is it making a difference in the lives of family members or in the community? Whatever that pearl looks like for you, remember that the parchment you receive today, that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. You walked in here today as graduates, and you'll walk out as graduates from Atlantic Technological University. I want to acknowledge some of the highlights of students and staff in the Departments of Computing and Electronic Engineering and the Yeats Academy of Arts, Design and Architecture. This year sees the first graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Computer Networks and Cybersecurity, addressing head-on the growing challenges of cyber attacks on critical network infrastructure and systems. The university continues to invest in the faculties, and just last week we completed a fabulous new €19 million extension that will provide new classrooms, laboratories and office spaces to meet the continued demand for faculty programs, research and development. It will include the welcome new home for our computing students and staff. It has been a very busy and exciting year for the Yeats Academy of Arts, Design and Architecture. The construction and renovation of Block L sees the completion of our North Campus Creative Hub and provides a long-awaited home for the Yeats Academy and our creative disciplines to sit within. This year we have had a number of outstanding individual achievements. Interior architecture and design student Karen Keeney achieved national and international recognition with her research. Also, Karen's studio design for the Bachelor's Building in Finisclin was shortlisted for the World Architect Student Awards amongst 25,000 entries, showing how true talent can surpass both disciplinary and geographical boundaries. We're so excited to see Karen reach new heights and delighted she is continuing her journey in her Master's Studies in Creative Practice in ATU. Our fine arts student Laura Grizzard has been shortlisted for the RDS Visual Art Award 2023. The shortlist is made up of the top 26 undergraduates and postgraduates from the island of Ireland. We wish Laura the very best of luck in the competition when the winners are announced in December. And we're so very proud of graduates from our Writing and Literature programme. Video poet Maeve O'Hare's Knitted Knockers has gone viral, inspiring women across the globe to create prosthetics knitted with love from one woman to another. For screenwriter Eve Connolly's TV series, which she developed during her final year at ATU, a company has recently bought the rights to her script. And writer Sarah O'Keefe has gone on to work with KidZone, a children's arts organisation and publishing house, facilitating children all over Ireland to tell their stories through words and images. This year's students from the Writing and Literature programme launched the second edition of its Scrimshaw Journal, a collection of poetry, prose and imagery from over 50 contributors from across the ATU community of students, staff and alumni. And 3 of our lecturers launched new publications this year. Dr. Unya Mannion with her latest novel, Tell Me What I Am. Dr. Keith Hopper with A Door Opening, Sligo and the Legacies of Partition. And Tommy Weir with a poetry and photography collaboration, Kesh Corn. Furthermore, Owen Casterly, structural engineer and lecturer, who teaches on the architecture programme, has been awarded Engineers Ireland's prestigious Chartered Engineer of the Year award. And this ceremony sees our very first YADA PhD graduate, Philip Lindy. Philip began his art education here in Sligo RTC in 1985. He studied in both Dublin and Belfast before returning to commence and complete his PhD in ATU. The initiatives I refer to are only possible with the support and professional commitment, and I want to acknowledge the staff in the Faculty of Engineering and Design for your commitment and dedication to your students and to the university. A special thanks to Heads Department John Kelleher, Emmett O'Doherty and Dara Burke. And finally, this ceremony is truly historic, ending a great week where we celebrated the incorporation of St. Angela's College into the ATU family. Today, For the first time, ATU St. Angela students are being conferred. A special welcome and thanks to ATU St. Angela colleagues, Head of Campus Dr. Amanda McClote, Heads Dr. Edel McSharry, Dr. Fiona Crowe, and Dr. Helen McGuire. And I think that deserves a round of applause. It's so historic. Graduates and alumni frequently tell us what makes ATU unique is the staff-student experience. We love hearing that because that is the message we too believe, and we'll work hard to ensure that ATU also develops a reputation as a student-centred organisation. Finally, graduates, congratulations once again on your achievements and be proud of this special moment today. I wish you a really enjoyable day. The world is your oyster. Go find your pearl.
Anish Erim are on Dr. Ola Lyon, Uachtarán Ollscoil Technológica on Atlantic, Gradam Abrona arna Floglamry Abronan Ollscoil Technológic on Atlantic, chun na crutha sin agus Erim are on Dr. Liam O'Benéad, Las Uachtarán Gnáthí Acadúla, agus Clathir na Hirthaí a chur I láthair. Now I call upon Dr. Orla Flynn, President of Atlantic Technological University, to confer awards on the learners presented by the Atlantic Technological University for that purpose. And I also ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar, to present the candidates.
De bhua an údarás atá díolsithe in Ollscoil Technológica an Atlantic, bronnam leis seo dochtaní ar na fálamóirí a bhainteach an chaighdeán do na dochtaní sin, agus iarm go gcuirfar na fálamóirí sin I láthair cuam, chun go mroinnig mé a bar chéime orthu go formiúil. By virtue of the authority vested in Atlantic Technological University, I hereby confer awards on the learners who have achieved the standard determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
Uachtarán cuirmilóthar chuat na hiarrthóirí seo leanas a bhfuil a dorthaí scrútathe gleachta agus de bhachtaní ag le bhéle 6 a 7 a 8 a 9 agus a 10 den chraith náisiúnta cáilíochtaí a bheith ceadathe ag comhairle acadúil Ollscoil Technoliacht on Atlantic. President, I present to you the following candidates whose examination results have been adopted and awards at levels 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 of the National Framework of Qualifications have been approved by the Atlantic Technological University Academic Council.
I call on John Kelleher, Department of Computing and Electronic Engineering, to present the candidates for this department.
Good afternoon. First, my sincere congratulations to all the graduates before me here today, and also to the team of family and friends that I know supported them in their journey here. Department of Computing and Electronic Engineering. Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Yassid Al-Nofil. In absentia. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronic and Computer Engineering, Miguel Ángel Alonso. In absentia. Patrick Hederman. David Keane, in absentia. Stephen Keyes. Ribi Varghese, in absentia. Stefan Zakonowski. Xiaisho Chen, in absentia. Pavel Janis. Rasaki Balogun. Nearly forgot you, Rasaki. Kai Xian Jen, in absentia. Francis Rouse. Domantas Sutkus, in absentia. Joseph Vaikukal. Heo Fan Chen Wan, in absentia. Heiling Wang, in absentia. Jiumin Yuan, in absentia. Bachelor of Science in Computing, Gattis Berzins. Stephen Kelly, in absentia. Megan Little. Art McGoldrick. Conrad Spack. Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing, in Computer Networks and Cloud Infrastructure. Sarah Kaur. Cormac Dunleavy. John Lucasi. Victor Nowak. Daniel Ward. Yahya Al-Rawahi, in absentia. Wayne Fogarty. And now the Bachelor of Science in Computing in Games Development. Emmett Carroll. Kellan Cronolly. Jack Laird. Mark McCabe. Casey McLaughlin. Timothy Ronchio. And now the Bachelor of Science in Computing, in Computer Networks and Cloud Infrastructure. Kieran Boyle. Michael Gilmartin. Christopher Gorman, in absentia. Luke Heffernan, in absentia. Aaron Houston. We might pause at this point to ask the graduates to rise and to take applause. And now the Bachelor of Science in Computing and Software Development. Janice Okmintas. Jamie Bryden. Daniel Coleman. Christopher Curran. Rogery de Sousa, in absentia. Dale Durkin. Ronan Finnegan Duffy, in absentia. Jack Malone. Nathan Malone. Aisling McLaughlin. Stephen Meehan, in absentia. Shafra O'Grady. Adam Saul, in absentia. Jeffrey Yakub. And now Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing in Software Development. Bashar Al-Hatmi. Omar Al-Shuayi. Andrew Casey. Ronnie Conlon. Robert Donahue. Anna Guised, in absentia. Luke Brown. Jack Coyle. Mark Curran. Ethan de Guzman. Luigi Fernandez. Ryan Malone. Bartlomi Shazduk. Ela Shakin. Cian Tivnan. Fiacra Ward. And now the Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing. Zoe Conroy. Joshua Crowley Neelan. James Gannon. Mark Gilmartin. Mohammed Karim. Tristan Riley. Now the Higher Diploma in Science in Computing. Ignacio Benito Soto. Jeremiah Bennett in absentia. Connacht Breslin. Maria Angeles Carceres. Andrea Chiarello in absentia. Neil Crowley in absentia. Wayne Doherty in absentia. Christopher Higgins in absentia. Heine Linda Jennings in absentia. Philip Urich in absentia. Oh, Philip, he's present. Craig Muckle in absentia. Luis Fernando Nerez de Souza. Alan Nyland in absentia. Sinead O'Mahony in absentia. Keelan Waters. Next, we have Bachelor of Arts Honours in Computing and Application Design and User Experience. Jamie Byrne. Jake Conway. Evan Faherty. Daniel Halpin. Andrew Jackson. Melissa Cairns. Lance McLaughlin. Alexandra Purgal. Zinedine Rahmani. Oisin Vincent. Sarunas Zinkovas. Next, we have postgraduate diploma in engineering in connected and autonomous vehicles. Jerry Nalani, in absentia. Maxim Gusev, in absentia. Now, Masters of Engineering in Connected and Autonomous Vehicles. Mark Breen, in absentia. Richard O'Riordan, in absentia. Luis Fernando Pelusa de Silva. And now Masters of Science in Computing, Data Science. Ronan McCormack, in absentia. Andre McQuaid, in absentia. Amy Reedy, in absentia. Rory McConville. I now ask you again to rise, these graduates, and please take applause. Finally, I call now on Emmett Doherty, Head of Yeats Academy of Art, Design and Architecture, to present candidates from that department. Thank you.
It is a great honour to call upon the graduates from the Yeats Academy of Arts, Design and Architecture. Monica Banks, in absentia. Avery Lawrence, in absentia. Ziling Liu. In absentia. Michaela Petrina, in absentia. Steve Wickham, in absentia. Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art honours. Rebecca Devons. Laura Grizzard. Jessica McElwain. Nessa Healy. Connor Hughes O'Brien. Olivia Lohan, in absentia. Samantha O'Reilly. Bachelor of Arts in Performing Arts, Acting. Niamh Ellis, in absentia. Nathan Grant, in absentia. Catherine Perez, in absentia. Julian Seen, in absentia. Timothy Van Rensen, in absentia. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Performing Arts. Mia Blake. Kelly Broderick. Marley Cabral. Aidan Coots. Grace Downey. Sarah Doyle, in absentia. Bianca Espinosa de los Monteros Gonzalez, in absentia. Jaden Genie. Ellen Gilmartin. Paris Healy, in absentia. Eva Kelly. Jack Kelly. Paul Langen. Dylan McGloin. Dylan is also the recipient of the ATU Abbey Theatre Bursary. Sarah McKibben. Owen McNamee. Oscar Murtagh. Emilia Petrolite. Cosimo Sammartino, in absentia. Rosalind Saunders, in absentia. Connor Sheridan. Rhiannon Shine. Paulina Shokaka. And Jaden Tinianov. Bachelor of Arts in Creative Design. Mosmalad Adar Ogba, in absentia. Siobhan Daly, in absentia. Sarah Fitzpatrick. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Creative Design. David Blasevich, in absentia. Cornelius de Beck. Victoria Hampsh. Jared Maguire. Can I ask the students from Creative Design, Performing Arts and Fine Art to please stand up for a round of applause. Bachelor of Arts in Interior Architecture and Design. Ellie Crean. Chloe Fitzgerald. Lana McGahern. Maria McNamara. Maximilian Morovich in absentia. Lisa Namatamba. Jennifer Steeth. Eunice Simwawa. Bachelor of Arts Honours, in Interior Architecture and Design, Amy May Freeman in absentia. Alice Hodder in absentia. Jack Howard in absentia. Karen Keeney. Imelda Norris in absentia. Sandra Walzak. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Architectural Design, Ewan Bynes. Sean Devaney. Linda Gold. Zara Kelly. Bachelor of Arts Honours in Writing and Literature, Glenn Brady Power. Michael Burke in absentia. Maeve Callahan. Eve Connolly. Kayla Davey in absentia. Stefano DeCiccio in absentia. Daniel Dermody. Rosaline Glennon. Lucy Goss. James Jones. Archems Kalashnikovs. Tony Keenan. Damien Kelly. Maeve McCormick. Diane McPhillam. Hazel O'Grady. Maeve O'Hare. Sarah O'Keefe. Audrey Robinson. Niall Simon. Kerry Toland, in absentia. Alice Turpin. Master of Arts in Creative Practice, Mary Blake. Nicholas Devaney. Gabriella Flynn. Darren Kelly. Owen Leyden O'Connor. Terence McEnany. Rebecca Mills. Shannon Ray. And Sonia Swart, in absentia. Can I ask for the students in the Creative Practice Masters, the Writing and Literature, Architectural Design and Interior Architecture, to please stand for a round of applause. I call on Dr. Fiona Crowe, Head of Education, to present the candidates from this department.
Thank you very much, Emmett. I'm delighted to welcome and call on the graduates from the School of Education, ATU St Angela's. Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Special Education, Rachel Bowl. Mary Brennan. Mary Buckley. Veronica Cassidy, in absentia. Louise Conlon. Deirdre Cosgrove, in absentia. Nicola Daly, in absentia. Pauline Daly. Rachel Derrick. Asna Doherty, in absentia. Donna Marie Duffy, in absentia. Morgan Joseph Farrell, in absentia. Claire Fitzsimons. Kieran Gallagher. Una Doherty, Siobhan Garvey, in abstentia, Orla Gilligan, Mary Gordon, Aoife Hegarty, in abstentia, Grania Hughes, Deirdre Judge, Emma Keane, Michelle Kelly, Sharon Kennedy, Jerome Kilbride, in abstentia, Mary Lafferty, in abstentia, Jason Laird, in abstentia, Julie McGee, Janet McGeever, in abstentia, Mary Christina McHugh, Sandra McNulty, Richard Allen Mitchell, Shane Mullen, in abstentia, Helen Munnelly, Sean Murphy, Susan Murray, Tara Noon, in abstentia, Justine O'Gara, Sinead Regan, Adrian Joseph Scollin, Aoife Shields, Jennifer Sweeney, in abstentia, Caroline Willis, Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Special Educational Needs, Autism, Michael McKiernan, Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs, Autism, Fiona Flaherty, in abstentia, Anne O'Dowd, I ask the graduates of the Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Special Education, the Postgraduate Diploma in Arts in Special Educational Needs, Autism, and the Master of Arts in Special Educational Needs, Autism to stand for a round of applause. I call on Dr. Adele McSherry, Head of Nursing, Health and Disability Studies, to present the candidates from this school.
Thank you, Fiona. It's an honour to welcome and to call the graduates from the School of Nursing, Health Science and Disability Studies. The Postgraduate Diploma in Science in Community Mental Health Nursing, Sinead Crawford in absentia. Aoife Doherty. Laura Emerson in absentia. Sarah Flanagan. Roisin Hanley. Celine Higgins. Sinead Joyce. Amanda Logue. Elaine Maloney in absentia. Conor McDonough. Sheila McShane. Barbara O'Rourke. Shauna Ryan. The Masters of Health Science in International Healthcare Management, Desta Asafa Gobezi, in absentia. Can I now ask the graduates of the Postgraduate Diploma in Science and Community Mental Health Nursing to please stand for a round of applause.
I call on Una Parsons, Head of Faculty of Engineering and Design, to present the candidate for the award of Research Degree.
I have the honour to present Philip Lindy for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and I ask President Dr. Orla Flynn to confer a degree upon him. His supervisors were Dr. Gavin Murphy and Dr. Neil Ray, and I ask Dr. Neil Ray to come forward with his student.
And the title is Another Way of Thinking About Oil Paint, Fine Art Oil Painting Strategies Without the Use of Volatile Solvents.
I call upon the winners of the Academic Excellence Awards, and I ask Dr. Billy Bennett, Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Registrar Dr. Michelle Glacken, Registrar and Vice President Students Teaching and Learning, to graduate them with their award.
Yeah, that's okay, yeah. Can I ask the Excellence Award winners to come up here to my right-hand side? Thank you.
I present the ATU Academic Excellence Awards within the Faculty of Engineering and Design. The following graduates have achieved the highest academic excellence within the Department of Computing and Electronic Engineering. Joseph Waiguka, Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronic and Computer Engineering. Wayne Fogarty, Bachelor of Science Honours in Computing and Computer Networks and Cloud Infrastructure. The following graduate has achieved the highest academic excellence within the Yeats Academy of Art, Design and Architecture. Karen Keeney, Bachelor of Arts Honours in Interior Architecture and Design. I call on Dr. Michelle Glacken to introduce the Corn Shane Vicvanis Award and Beatrice Flavin, daughter of Sean Vicvanis and lecturer in business, to present the Memorial Award.
Good afternoon. I'm just going to tell you a small piece about the award and a small piece about the recipient of this year's award. So the Corn Sean Van Winnis Award was established by former chairperson of IT Sligo. Now, Sean McManus, although he wasn't fortunate enough to be able to have the education opportunities like you and I had, and had to leave school because his father died when he was young, he was very passionate about education, and he and a number of like-minded persons was instrumental in having a third-level college established in Sligo in 1970. He was also very passionate about recognising people and recognising teams of people who made a contribution to the college. And therefore, he established, at that time, it was called the IT Chairman's Award. It was subsequently changed to its Irish name in about 2011 by a former president of the college. So how does this college award it? Staff and students are asked to nominate persons they feel have made an achievement and have made an exception to the university. So it is by their peers. It's open to students, it's open to staff. And this year, the award winner is David Roberts. So now a small bit about David Roberts. So David commenced working as a lecturer in 1989, just as the fledgling institutes of technology were replacing what was then called the regional technical colleges across the country. His passion for design, teaching and research contributed to the development of the creative design programs in what now is, that many have graduated from, the Yeats Academy of Art, Design and Architecture. He's dedicated much of his time and energy to ensuring fairness and equality for all staff through his work and his contribution to the plans for the formation of the Atlantic Technological University. When Ukrainian people were forced to flee their homes in 2022 and started arriving in Ireland, David opened his home to the arriving refugees and continues to host refugees today in his home. He has since dedicated considerable time to coordinating support activities and harnessing his ATU contacts to positively impact the situation the Ukrainian refugees find themselves in. He's tapped into current and retired staff of the college to organise volunteers for English classes, for transport, for supplies and other support activities. More recently, he's liaised with Fáilte to establish English conversation clubs. He's helped countless Ukrainian natives navigate the education sector, the public and voluntary services, and has helped make ATU into a university that welcomed and aided the Ukrainian community. So, for his contribution to student teaching, to supporting staff, and for his impact in assisting the Ukrainian community, David is the recipient of this year's Conferring Van Wanis Award. Congratulations, David, and thank you for your contribution to ATU. Beatrice is the daughter of Sean McManus, and Beatrice is going to present the award to David.
Congratulations to the graduates of Atlantic Technological University 2023. In keeping with tradition, you may now move the tassel of the onto the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations. Irim Dr. Orla Ní Lyon an Uachtarán Creek a chur leis an Ócéad Seo. I ask Dr. Orla Flynn, our president, to make the closing address.
Garamagad Deglán. Díomh a chuir de go léir. Is mór na nórdam, fáilte cruúil a churóibh, fáilte go dtí campus Sligo in Ollscoil Technoliaachta an Atlantic. Ladies and gentlemen, members of governing body, esteemed faculty members, including our new colleagues from St. Angela's, proud families, honoured guests, and most importantly, you, the brilliant new graduates of ATU, welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony, and a very special welcome to those of you joining us online. To the parents, guardians, and families here today, thank you for entrusting us with the education of these exceptional individuals. Your support has played a vital role in their success, and we're grateful for the partnership that we've shared in nurturing these young minds. And to our new graduates, I would say to you, we've been applauding your achievements now for the last half hour, and I might ask you to rise, face your supporters, and maybe give them a round of applause if you wouldn't mind. So give your families and supporters a bull of us. As president of ATU, I'm full of admiration for the dedication and resilience that each one of you has demonstrated throughout your academic journey. And I'm sure there were times in the last couple of years, we had COVID, we had lockdown, we had difficulties with all of that. And it's a day of resilience, to celebrate your resilience. It is a momentous day today. It is a day of celebration, reflection, and anticipation. It's a moment of great pride and joy for all of us here. It's a day to look back on all those challenges that you've overcome, to think about the growth you've experienced and the memories that you've made. And those memories are not just testament to your academic prowess, but they also highlight your ability to collaborate, to adapt, and to persevere. And those are qualities that will serve you well as you step into the next chapter of your lives. And while many of you are already in the world of work, I would encourage you to carry with you the values that we've tried to instill in you during your time here: the pursuit of knowledge, the spirit of innovation, and most importantly, as we saw in the recipient of the last award also, the importance of community. These values will guide you through the challenges and triumphs that lie ahead. And as graduates of ATU, you're not just equipped with degrees, but with the power to make a positive impact on society. Whatever your field, remember that your education is a tool for positive change. And again, at this point, I'd like to say a special welcome to the new graduates from St. Angela's. We're delighted you're part of the ATU family. And to all of our graduates, I would say, stay part of our family. We have an alumni association. There's a QR code at the back of the booklet, and we'd love to stay in contact with you in the years ahead. Before I close, a small bit of history to maybe share with you. 50 years ago this month, in 1973, the Regional Technical College in Sligo hosted the first ever conferring ceremony in a regional technical college in Ireland. The previous year, there weren't enough graduates for individual ceremonies, so there was one ceremony in Dublin, and there were less than 100 people receiving awards on that day. 50 years later, as Una mentioned earlier on, ATU alone this month will be conferring 5,000 awards on graduates, new graduates emerging. So we've come a long ways in the last 50 years. And finally, in closing, I want to thank all the staff involved in your ATU journey. From the very first moment you came in our doors or joined us online up until today, as well as everybody who helped make today's ceremony so special. And I want to do a special shout out for our musicians and for our choir earlier on. So congratulations again to the class of 2023. Gur míle mágaibh agus go nairi an tálaimh go léir.
Respected guests, fellow academics, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of our technological university. I ask the academic excellence recipients and the PhD recipient and their guests to remain behind to my left here, just for a few photographs afterwards. Thank you. We hope that you enjoyed the ceremony and get a chance to celebrate with family and friends and enjoy a little bit of Sligo hospitality. And I now request you to all rise for the closing recession while the President, conferring party, academic staff and invited guests leave the hall. Thank you.